got places to go on this one today. All right.
We got places to go.
Jamie, we've talked before about the meaning of life. Today we're going to start with a quiz.
And I usually do badly at these, so I will try.
Grade yourself on the following.
Yes, sir.
Neatness.
A-.
Self-control.
Oh, boy. Uh-oh. Who's going to watch this that I know? Self-control. B.
Effort.
A.
Conduct.
With who?
In general.
A-.
As a wife.
A+.
Math.
Oh boy, F.
Geography.
Geography, C-.
Comments that the teacher would write.
Comments. Jamie is high-spirited, perky, has a short attention span, and always lifts her dress up.
Ooh.
But overall, she's been a fun student to have, even though she fails most of her tests.
In the past 2 years,
That was fun!
You're growing more sexy. Now, I think you're about the same as far as I'm concerned, but the image is growing more sexy. If you get any hotter in these films, Grandview USA to Perfect, they're going to have to hose down the audience when this is over with. Now, you're not the kind of person, I don't think, that really goes out trying to seek to turn on the world.
No, I don't.
But you're becoming quite a sex symbol.
It's so weird because I'm just, well, I mean, it's the oddest thing to me because I'm really not trying to do that. I never have had to take this has never been a part of my life before, my body, my face. It's just my work was what I did. Now all of a sudden it's coming into strange, very strange.
Is that possibly bad? I mean, because you're still getting asked questions about this horror business, and that's way down the road.
No, I don't think it's bad. I just
you don't want to become, you're not always going to be this.
Well, I'm not going to do it. I mean, there will be a time if that becomes the issue, I'll become a mom real quick. I mean, I'll just say, look at, I mean, I'm not afraid of it. I'm not saying that, no, don't look at me as a sex symbol. I'm not a sex symbol. I mean, I'm flattered, but it's not something I'm trying to put out there.
You're a very healthy
I'm
person.
a healthy girl. I mean,
do you enjoy watching yourself in this film?
No.
Were you comfortable?
See, I think that the aerobic sequences in the movie, especially the one with John, are almost more pornographic than if we were nude doing a love scene, because we almost get away with more.
Did you realize that while you were doing it, or was it more evident when you watched it?
It's more evident when I watched it. When I was doing it, I was, you're involved and everybody's there and you're cheering each other on and it's a great time. But when I watch it, I really realize that we get away with doing more with our bodies clothed than we ever would have been able to get away with if we were ever doing a love scene. So it's almost more graphic.
All right. To show you the interesting kind of woman you are, here we are talking about sexy. You do 20 questions in Playboy magazine.
Right.
And then you confess to laying tile.
Well, they wanted to know how I packed, my packing secrets. Those 20 questions things, you go into them like this. You go into it like, back, you devil, what do you want to know? Because you think they're going to say. And they was really pleasant because
And you confessed to laying tile.
I've laid tile.
During that.
I have laid tile. I've done, I've been Mrs. Fix-It. I'm
this
very much
packing
Mrs.
thing is
Fix-It.
getting almost out of hand too. You're getting nationally recognized,
As
possibly
Mrs. Packer.
internationally recognized.
I may
as Mrs.
have
Packer.
to I may actually have to go do commercials for
for American Tourister or something.
The bags you get for cleaning. The plastic bags you get your cleaning back in. If everybody saved all those little plastic things that are annoying that you rip and then you throw away, if you saved them, and every time you went on a trip, you put each piece of clothing in one of those bags, you could fold your clothes instead of hanging it up. Nothing will get wrinkled. Nothing. Silk, linen, nothing gets wrinkled. For some reason, those bags protect stuff from getting wrinkled. Helpful hints.
What a woman here.
Hey.
Marriage.
So great.
You broke lots of hearts, when you did that.
Oh, now, stop. I didn't.
Did you always want to get married and just didn't find the right guy, or you just got knocked out?
I like marriage. I always knew that I would excel in marriage because I like being monogamous, and I like being connected to one person. It's the way I like to be. I was knocked out when I met Chris, very much so.
Did you not like dating?
I hate dating. I'm the worst date. I was the worst date ever because I very much tried the Woody Allen method of dating. Remember in that movie, trying to remember which movie it was, where they walk out of a restaurant and she goes, look it's our first date. Let's just kiss now and get it over with because I'm going to be nervous. I'm not going to be able to digest my food. I'm one of those people. It's like I was never good at that sort of like hemming and hawing and sort of, I gave a laundry list the first day. It was, look, here's what I do. I wake up in the morning, I'm fairly grumpy. I'm da-da-da-da-da. I'd very much like to get all that dating stuff out of the way and then get into the relationship. I was never very good at dating, and that was awful.
Are you, one of the worst things about you probably, are you a little butt-headed?
What do you mean by that?
Stubborn?
Yeah, I'm stubborn. I'm pretty stubborn. I'm opinionated.
Did your husband know that before he...
Oh, no, I'm not stubborn with him. He's the boss around our house.
But you said that you would do anything if a ketchup bottle wouldn't open to go from having to ask.
I'll do everything before I'll say honey. You know that sound of this? Honey. That's the sound that after I've smashed it against the table and dented my cabinets for an hour. But I like to do things for myself. I like to be handy girl. I like that. I do it a lot.
What effect has success had, say, in the last 3 or 4 years? Has it done anything to you or for you?
My self-confidence has gotten better, and I'm trying to use it and trying to figure out how to make myself better. This whole body thing is real strange for me now, because all of a sudden that's now a big issue, and I'm like, ah! I'm not ready for it. I think I'm not prepared for that sort of attention.
This movie is also about relationships with the press. I know you once said that if they gave you a bad review and you didn't agree with it, you'd almost want to track the guy down and do something to him.
Well, no, bad reviews is their opinions. It's more if they say something about me that is either not true or is real slanted and I don't feel I had my chance to defend myself, I'll call the person up on it. I'll say, look, I don't like the fact that you did that, or why did you do that? And if they print lies, I'll call them on it in a minute.
Do you ever make the grocery store newspapers?
No, See, I'm fair with the press. I don't, if they want to know something, I'll tell them the truth up until a certain point. And so I think that, that they're fair with me because I'm fair with them.
Do you feel like you've been pretty lucky in that respect, though?
Yes, very much so.
To be a child of famous people, and you've gotten a free ride.
Well, no, I've worked hard, and I've been,
No, not a free ride as far as career, but I mean a free ride as far as the press is concerned.
Well, maybe so, but I've given them a lot of attention and spent a lot of time with people that maybe some people wouldn't have spent the time with. I mean, for instance, the fact that he's wearing these great boots, how often would I get to look at these terrific boots? I like the boots.
But she's so sweet. I mean, is that really you? I mean, I've seen you a few times. Are you pretty nice to people in general? People like you?
Yeah, I like people.
And they've always have?
Yeah.
But if you don't like them?
Oh, I had a fight yesterday with somebody. I had a little bit of an argument with somebody. I'm not afraid to say if I don't like something, but this is great. This is the fun stuff,
Okay, thanks.
Thank you. You're terrific. Great boots.
Nice.